Sir, shall we start?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, dear Khadar sir. Good evening, dear members. This is Padmaja Umadar, and today's session is conducting by Dr. Khadar Lifestyle Groups. I heartily welcome you all for the today's live question and answer session with our Khadar sir. Today, I would like to share few interesting facts about our beloved Khadar sir. Men who are occupied in the restoration of health of others by the joint exertion of skill and humanity are above all the greatest. They resemble or replace divinity. When diet is wrong, medicine is of no use. When diet is correct, medicine is of no need. The right kind of food, a simple lifestyle, and the right agricultural practices. That's all society needs to mend its ways and get itself into top health, says Dr. Khadar Vali, a US returned scientist who has dedicated his life to building a healthy society after resigning from a lucrative job in an MNC. Dr. Khadar has transformed himself into a healer through food as medicine near Mysore. He has shown that millets can cure almost every conceivable disease, including cancer. Moreover, they could prevent cancers. The 62 years old scientist is considered the best doctor for extremely complicated situations. There are thousands of diabetics with gangrene legs who consider him a messiah for saving their limbs after they were advised to go for amputation. There are epileptics who have lost all hope who rush to his residence in the interior of TK layout for deliverance from various health problems. He has hardly disappointed any of them. The doc in Desi Khadi does no black magic. He instead makes a small changes in food choices and minimal medication. This is at minimal cost to the thousands of patients who flock his place and almost ends up delivering miracles. He treats at least 100 patients a day at his residence in TK layout from Tuesday to Saturday. Dr. Khadar did his MSc from a regional college of education, Mysuru, and PhD on steroids at Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. He has worked as a postdoctoral fellow on environmental science at Beaverton, Oregon, and a scientist in CFTRI for 3 years. Joining DuPont, he worked for them in India for a year and for 4.5 years in the US before settling in Mysuru in 1997. Another passion of his is saving the soil for posterity. Dr. Khadar feels it can happen only with the right kind of agricultural practices. He is worried that with the kind of crop practices farmers are adopting, the soil may become unfit to grow anything in the next 30 years. What is the cause of increasing cases of juvenile diabetes, childhood obesity, early puberty, irregular menstrual cycles, polycystic ovaries, infertility, anemia, low milk supply during breastfeeding and constipation? Diet counselors say it's all because of junk food, chocolate, pizzas, and your love for non-vegetarian food. Dr. Khadar does not feel this is entirely true. Oxytocin, estrogen hormones are injected into cows to increase milk yield. Micro levels of those hormones present in milk is one of the reason for early puberty in girls. Eloxon, used as a bleaching agent to bleach wheat flour for production of maida, obstructs the capacity of pancreas to produce beta cells, which store and release insulin, he points out. We need to start eating positive grains, fruits, vegetables, pulses, farm jaggery, and use bull-driven oils to stay healthy. Positive grains are not only nutritious, they can grow in dry land and need only 20 centimeters of rainfall. As high as 60% of the available land in India is dry land. So, if farmers cultivate positive grains, there could be no drought in next 50 years, he reasons. Dr. Khadar grows as many as 38 crop varieties, including positive grains at home, and uses Kadu Chaitanya Dravana, a microbial liquid for farming, in his 8 acres of dry land in Bedranahalli, in Kabini backwaters, in HD Kote. He even gives a live demonstration on the right agricultural practices at his farm in the name of Kadu Krishi, which is actually jungle farming. Dr. Sarala, a homeopathy doctor, and wife Usha have been partnering Dr. Khadar in his cause. Now, I will hand over to Khadar sir. Khadar sir, over to you.
I thought today is a question and answer session. And you want me to speak for some time? Or what's the deal?
Yes, sir. 5 to 10 minutes at least.
Yeah. Which language? English or Telugu?
Anything is fine. English better.
Okay. All are getting converted to English. Good. That's good. Yeah. Being in the situation right now where we are, Indians, especially with the COVID-19, I still would like to spend a few minutes on this particular pandemic condition that we are in. Basically, now that government has shifted lockdown, and you will see a lot more number of positive cases. But that doesn't mean we should be scared and in a panic state. Basically, any virus, when it is new, we have to be under lockdown so that the infections do not take place in large quantities in the early stages, because in the early stages, the human exposed to this virus would not have had the antibodies and immunity. So when things happen slowly and steadily with the viral load being very less, the infected people, the positive cases, slowly would start building up immunity. So each and every person has to be exposed slowly and steadily, and you would build your own vaccine, and you will not have much trouble. So the logic is, in the initial stages, we need to be practicing lockdown, and so that the infections do not overburden the medical system. But now, even if you have more number of positive cases, see right now India, I think, is approximately somewhere touching around 2 lakhs or more positive cases. But the rate of death will be much less. If we were to have the same number of positive cases, say in the month of March or February, would have had the rates of death in very high numbers. So that is the advantage that we all enjoyed because of early lockdown. Though I wish we had the lockdown in February itself, it would have been much better. And presently, another 10 more, 15 more days lockdown would have helped much, much, much better. But anyway, the prudent decision by the government cannot be questioned. We all take it as it is. But right now, some places there may be a critical condition where the medical system can be overburdened. But then I hope the governments react and respond properly. And so we all should be quite comfortable. In a matter of month or 1.5 months, things should be quite okay with this particular pandemic condition. Apart from that, the lesson that we have to learn is what is not happening. All the governments, the experts, the doctors, the medical system is not speaking the right language even now. They are still thinking of vaccines, and governments are ready to spend. Our government, I guess, gave $15 million for this so-called vaccine hunt. But there are a lot of 50 countries are started doing. This is absolute ultimate stupidity. Searching for a vaccine, because each and every individual is building vaccine by himself, and people who cannot will anyway pass away. That is a must. There are no do things about it. So whatever we have done wonderfully. And this vaccine business and scare, the fear mongering is completely unwanted, and the media is also not using their wisdom. They are still scaring people, and this is not the way the media should conduct itself. We need to be passing on the information that can boost the confidence of people. And these sanitizers, these masks, all that, their job is done. There is no more, there is no use of sanitizer. The real sanitizer is sun. So everyone should be in the sun early morning and early evening, so that your body gets sanitized from within. The vitamin D and other real biochemicals that are required for building the immunity. And these issues have not been on the media, on the TV, on the news, or in the newspapers. So that is very sad. See, the learning lessons, we have to learn lessons for future generations. And believe me, watch my word. This is not the end of it. We are going to get many more coronaviruses. If not coronavirus is better than coronavirus, we are going to face stronger, virulent viruses we are going to face. It can come from any corner. It could be your chickens, it could be your pigs, it could be your any animal. So as long as people do not connect this kind of issues to the meat making industries of the world, and this particular connection has not been done, not been cleared by the government or the doctors or the universities. And this is a very sad thing. So everyone, actually these are called zoonate, ZOONAT, zoonate pandemic conditions. This is not the end of it. This is going to continue. And this information is missing. And I, for particularly very clear that unless the human race changes its course of actions and inform people not to dwell on meat and meat eating and grow them in absolutely unscientific methods, a chicken needs almost 200 to 300 square meters to run around to be healthy. And we are packing them in a small cages, hundreds of them, and it is absolute nonsense and bogus things that the government and the industry and everything, this industrial food culture doing is absolute nonsense. It's just an economic model. So I am very clear on this particular issue. Everyone should understand. So please discourage yourself. Any product associated with meat industry is going to be the reason for your immunity being compromised and furthermore pandemic conditions being created. So watch my word. This is not the end of all these conditions. You see, everything depends on what you do. So people forget. Once the situation is over, they are gone. Again, H5N1 came, people forgot. And they say, no vaccine, nothing exists. But it keeps haunting us. And the pandemics become endemics, endemics becomes seasonal. So that's how we are losing lots of lives because we are not correcting our mistakes. And this is very, very important point that I want to stress. It is not only for this pandemic, endemics, seasonal issues, including chronic conditions. The reasons, the logic, the science I have been explaining for the last 15 years. And microbial, hormonal, and glucose. These three imbalances are the main reason for everything, including the present condition. So all the doctors, all the experts, now at least should start looking at these three imbalances that we have created in the last 50 years. Now, this is my message and my request. I'm begging all the people who are in the field should start talking about these issues. It is not that I have figured this out. It has been there right under our nose, and all the experts and doctors should start looking at it. Microbial imbalance, hormonal imbalance, glucose imbalance. And all the teachers, all the science, all the so-called experts, the media, everyone should take notice of these issues. And unless we start talking about it, unless we pass on the information, unless we educate ourselves, unless we educate the common man, nothing is going to be different. The things are going to repeat itself. And again, we run around lockdown, masks, sanitizers. This is bogus way of doing things. So masks and sanitizers business is over. Don't worry about them. Internal immunity has to be built. So I'm not saying don't wear mask and don't do all that, but that is to follow the rules of the government we do, but that's not going to help anyone for your kind information. So This is how you want to come out of the situation. We have worked diligently, and the kashayams, the lifestyle that we are talking about, which is very natural, is the only way which can save the humanity and the other living things on this planet. So by saying this, I would like to hand over the session to Padmaja.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful words. Now I will move on to question and answer session.
Go ahead.
First question: how best can a family follow the protocols if the individuals in that home has different problems?
Yeah, they have cancer, they have diabetes, they have thyroid. So the most difficult situation is cancerous condition. So all of the people can follow the protocol for cancer. Kashayams, if they can change, they can change, because making kashayams for thyroid and cancer, they are different. But if you can make the kashayams differently, that's good. And the food pattern they can follow for the cancer patient, so that they don't need to cook for thyroid patient and this and that. But the kashayams can certainly be individually made.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Next question. Most of the kids have autism, muscular dystrophy. Parents are getting worried as they do not have in their family history and their heredity. What are the reasons behind it and how we can overcome?
Basically, there are hardly any diseases which are dependent on genetics. See, everything is genetic oriented only. It is our food that is screwing up, and some people are ending up with genetic disorders, and then nothing can be done. But apparently, we have figured this out, and the protocols for muscular dystrophy, autism have been already disclosed a long back. Nothing to worry, because the body keeps changing totally in 7 years. Though our blood cells change in 3 months, skin much faster, like that. So the total replenishment of all the living cells in our body happens by 7 years. So nothing to worry. If you keep practicing the right food practices, then your body slowly gets replenished. And while replenishing, if you are supplying the right food material, the new cells that are being formed, despite being hereditary, that is genetically disorders, they are also getting corrected. We have seen a lot of muscular dystrophy cases getting better and better over a period of time. So within 7 to 8 months, they are feeling better. And then over a period of 2 to 3 years, they almost get back their functionalities, and then they're feeling very good. So nothing to seriously worry about it. Of course, if you follow the present day allopathic world, you are going to go from bad to worse, nothing else.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Next question. For COVID-19,
And
is
autism, there are many reasons. The vaccines, the present day milk, the A1 milk, and not that A2 milk is good for you. Buttermilk is okay, as I have explained many times. So autism is a peculiar condition that we are actually generating. It is not hereditary. It is because the way we are conducting ourselves when you both, say, husband and wife, are trying to conceive a baby. And after the baby, the embryo is conceived, it has to grow in the tummy, and then after that how it grows outside also. All these factors and all these aspects have to be understood carefully. And the design of the food, and what to eat, what not to eat, how to take care of the baby, all these things we have clearly discussed in the protocols many places, many times. So these reasons that the present day medical world keeps giving and scaring people, oh, it is because you're married within the family, oh, it is because of hereditary, oh, it's because of that, all those are not the real facts. The fact of the matter is, it is the food that matters. So and many people are using the word diet. I am not happy with the word diet. Means it is a way of doing things to get out of particular specific condition. That's all the definition of diet is. So don't use the word diet. If your diet is good, no, wrong. If your food is good, then there is no need of medicine. And if your food is wrong, no medicine works. So food includes all this stuff that goes into our mouth, whether it is coffee, tea, milk, sugar, meat, all this is for a diet means, see, now we have given a protocol, particular protocol. When you have headache, eat sesame seeds for 21 days. And that becomes a modification in your diet. That particular aspect, that is called diet. But nowadays, people are using the word diet without knowing the definition. So, and there are many diet programs. Oh, to become thin, you have a diet program. To become, it's like that.
Exactly.
So, diet is a very small word. Food is the universal stuff that we need. And I am trying to communicate to people that we need to change the food matter, the material of the food, the staple characteristics of the food. We have defined the food has to be giving us glucose balance, microbial balance, hormone balance.
Yes.
These three are very important characteristics of a food material. Go ahead. Next question.
Thank you, sir. Next question. For COVID-19, if vaccines start available and government mandates, is it necessary for vaccination a person who already cured from COVID-19?
And not only fellows who are cured from COVID-19, people who have become positive and not developed COVID-19 condition. See, corona positive cases all need not to go to COVID-19. It's only people who are not able to manage their immunity. When immunity gets compromised, they enter into COVID-19 condition. So out of 1,000 positive cases, it's only 4 or 5 who are succumbing to COVID-19 condition. So COVID-19 condition is exclusive. There are thousands of corona positive cases, but all are not ending up with COVID-19 condition. So what we need to understand is that all the corona positive cases are also building immunities, though they have not gone to COVID-19 condition. See, people who have gone to COVID-19 condition and somehow managed to come out are not the only fellows who have got the antibodies. In fact, all that operations and the building of immunity happens in many of the corona positive cases. And that's how you don't see the number of deaths are very less in India, because we're all trying to get our immunity somehow or the other. That is what is happening all along. In other countries where the number of positive cases and the rate of death is quite high, what it means is that they're succumbing to COVID-19 condition. Whether this COVID-19 condition is due to virus, initially it could be virus, then it could be the secondary infection. Some bacteria might have come and then killed them. Something else might have happened. So all these things are not yet clear for this allopathic world yet. So don't believe that COVID-19 condition is just due to coronavirus alone. It invites other pathogenic bacteria, maybe, we do not know, resulting in COVID-19 condition. So that's why it is very different. Coronavirus infected disease. That means it is not just coronavirus. After coronavirus infect, it becomes a particular kind of diseased condition. This is the difference people have to understand. So you don't need to, even if you are positive, we have already released a protocol for positive cases. There will be 100% immunity strengthening will happen. Please follow those. Don't be worried about it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Next question. I am suffering from ulcerative colitis for last 5 to 6 years, and I keep getting infection at the same time. Tried multiple treatments, including biologics, and I am surviving mainly on steroids and antibiotics. My neuropath doctor says the fact that I am C different positive means I have C different shaped hole in my microbiome, and vancomycin doesn't change that. It just eliminates or reduces the population currently in my gut. Along with the vancomycin, I am taking these probiotics, Floraster, and also following Khadar sir lifestyle. What can I do? What can I do to fix these infections
the
in my
best
gut?
option is follow this Ambali for more than 9 weeks to maybe even 18 weeks. Because if it is a long-standing chronic problem, basically microbial imbalance is completely out. I mean, you have to get back the microbial balance. So follow these 5 grains, 2 days, ambali as the main meal. So out of 3 meals, eat at least 1 complete meal with ambali, and then you can eat idli, dosa, that, and all your probiotic and all those things will not help. And the supplementary business is a business, not a healing method. So please fall back to the decoctions that are clearly mentioned in the protocol for colitis. Most of is actually, I think, the Kanuga, Pangemia, and Tangedu, and Methi. Yes, like that. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Many people, actually, just day before yesterday, I got a call from Canada. Colitis, ulceritis, or what, so many different names, all mean irritable bowel syndrome and this Crohn's disease, all kinds of names are there. All are very similar in its nature. And I believe he had for 21 years. He is from Punjab. He had this problem, and he was also on various kinds of steroids, and he was 49 years age now when he called me. For the last age of 20, he went to Canada at the age of 20 or 21, and since then he had been having this problem, and he was never putting on weight, and he was not able to walk properly because of all these conditions. The last 4 or 5 years, the situation was getting bad to worse, and he saw our protocols and started. And last 8 months, he has been actually has gained 4 kilos weight, and he's able to walk now 8 kilometers without any problem. So walking certainly helps in healing better. So please follow the protocols. You'll be fine.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you. Next question, Daisy from Canada. Respected sir, many times you have mentioned that human cells take 7 years to regenerate completely for a new person. And in your most recent interviews, you said that it takes another 36 months for energy dimension to change completely. So in
that was
total
with
9 years.
that was with Yogi. So
Yes, sir. Copy with
Yogi,
Yogi.
Yoga master. Yes, yes.
Copy
No,
with
I
Yogi.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't want to bring in that dimension, because that's a separate group of people. Yeah, it is 9
Yes,
years generally.
so in
7 years. Yeah, 6
no,
to
sir.
6 plus 3. Yeah. No, it is not one cell. It is the total. Say now 9 years back what I was. Now I am not the same. And after next 9 years, I will be different. So the new things are coming. So when the new cells are being formed, if we follow this wonderful natural food material supply, then you will start correcting the mistakes that you have done in the last before 9 years. So even if you have accumulated some diseases in the last 9 years, your lifestyle was not good, you are drinking, you are going to bars and staying up in the night, even such people can start seeing the difference slowly and steadily. Generally 2-3 years, if you follow this, almost major components of your body gets new replenishment. But there are few cells that like neurons, some basic in the brain, and some kidney cells. Some of them take much longer to get replenished. So that's why I keep telling in many of my 2-3 years, you are almost transformed, because 90-95% of it is regenerated, and then you are getting replenished. But few of the things like nerves and things, they take longer period. And nerves being the major contributor for our signal transduction and then making us strong and things like that. So that's why I tell 6 plus 1, and then the energy dimension, wherein you have a different way of practices, meditation and yoga and all that, and pranayama, all those things add up, and then it's a different dimension. In yogic practices, it's a 9 years cycle. I mean, if you are aware of the concept of yoga and then energy dimensions, every 9 years, the body and mind and soul can actually, soul is the one which goes through all this, but it's a different dimension. There are 3 different aspects. But I wanted to be in mundane level in our regular discussion. So that's why I tell 7 years. Yes. Who is this who asked that question?
Daisy. Her question
Oh,
is
from
actually, I mean, why do people die and why is their old age? Like that she asked actually.
you are asking a very difficult question. I too am not aware of why people die, why people are born. It's something. It's metaphysical. I completely raise my hands. I have no answer for your question. I don't claim that I know why people are born and why people die. But in between, these 2 points, we can conduct ourselves well, and that is what we are talking about. Now,
Thank you,
that
sir.
requires a different platform to discuss, which I do not want to get into in this particular
Okay.
platform.
Yes, sir. Correct. Uh, Next question. Why does other herbs dried in the sun not absorb vitamin D like mushrooms?
There is no ergosterol. There is a particular chemical which is present in the mushrooms and mushrooms only.
Okay.
And you cannot do saying that, oh, now a liver of a particular fish has got vitamin D, I will dry it and then take. Because we do not want to adulterate ourselves with all viruses that are connected with this meat eating business. You see, that is the difference. And it is also very difficult to absorb the vitamin D, which is made by other animals. And that I have explained in many of my discussions before. So we still have not figured out, other than mushrooms, what are the materials that can harbor this chemical which transforms itself into vitamin D. So
Yes.
you dry up a mushroom in sun, you got a source of vitamin D. So people who are not going to the sun, especially software fellows sitting all the time in I'm just, many of the people are like that. Even you see, in India, there is no reason why one should not expose themselves to the morning sun and evening sun. Even if you are in the software industry, you get up early morning. We are asking not hours together, it's only 15 minutes. So, anyway, many people get up morning 3 o'clock, run and do all these kinds of things. So, please do that. And if you cannot, we have the alternative of mushrooms being dried, and you can dry them and keep it. The only problem nowadays is there are a lot of artificial mushrooms coming in the market. So you want to make sure you get organic mushrooms. In fact, we are trying to set up something like that because it's a tedious process. So I'm trying to work out with some people in the villages who can do that and trying to get that right mushroom to the. We want to create a model so that people can start doing things. It's an important issue, vitamin D. Yeah, vitamin D is very important. And people who are in America and Canada, they can actually expose themselves sometime at 11 o'clock or even 12 o'clock for half an hour. But make sure, because there it is ultraviolet rays, because of the northern stuff, you want to smear your body with sesame seed oil.
Smile. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the best oil, or Niger seed oil. These two are very good, and that help you a lot for vitamin D. And if you can get up early morning and see the sunrise, which is not very convenient in the northern parts of the world, because you have very short daytime and longer nights and things like that. Vitamin
Thank you,
D,
sir.
mushrooms, dried mushrooms, and sunrise and sunset are good to go.
Yes, sir. Next question. Can the occurrence of hereditary diseases be prevented by using siridhanya as mind food and by taking kashayas?
Absolutely. Before, that's what we keep talking about. The mother and father who want to bear the kids start their food practices 1 or 1.5 years ahead. Again, the same reason, the same logic. Whatever disorders you have in your system can be corrected by a period of 1.5 year, 2 years, because the major living cells are going to get the replenishment, which are going to be healthy, and especially the sperms and the ovum are actually very short lived. They keep getting generated over and over. For a woman it is a month, and for a man it is, I think, 7 days to 15 days, like that. So if you clean up the system over a period of 1.5 years, So what is going to come out is going to be all right. So that's the reason why we say, before you want to bear a kid, please get back to this style, free, natural style of living. Eat the siridhanya, and then the lignans are going to clean you up in the body, the blood, everything is going to be replenished. You are set to have a good natural delivery. And I have hundreds of people. In fact, there was a lady just called me day before yesterday. I thought she also wrote up herself, her story in Facebook also. I don't know whether it's yours or someone else. That she had an abortion, she went to IVF, she did that, spent some 20 lakhs, nothing happened. And then her husband insisted, they changed, and then they have now a healthy, normal baby. So like this, many people keep calling and thanking me, and say, I said, please thank God, and you have adopted the lifestyle which is natural.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Next question.
I hope I have answered the
Yes,
question
sir. Yes,
in my
yes, sir.
ramblings. Yeah, I keep rambling, but I ramble because I want all the points to be clear.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Next question. Small children and the people with high protein deficiency can consume spirulina. Government is thinking to introduce this in midday meals.
I do not want to comment about government introducing in midday meals eggs, milk, spirulina. These are all business propositions.
Yes.
And that's not the way it should be done. Personally, if I were to be doing, I would actually give the information and then identify the poor sections of the place, and then ask them to be supplied with the right materials. And we don't need actually spirulina. What all we need is a fistful of different kinds of dicotyledon dals, like could be tur dal or moong dal or chana dal. And we already know very good content of protein is available in 5 siridhanyas. So instead of giving spirulina, all these kinds of unnatural things, because see, spirulina is an unnatural thing. See, it grows in some particular water bodies, and you are trying to process it and make it as a concentrated protein content. The same problem with soya bean. So we should not be doing that. We should be consuming the natural. See, they are not available. Spirulina is not available for common man. It's a different ball game altogether. So what is naturally available for people? What is the source of protein in a natural means for all the animals and human bodies? It is the protein from the lentils. From time immemorial, all over the continents, people have followed this. So why does government want to do something which is very artificial? Because it is business. It is economic considerations. It is a company trying to force these things. And people's money is going to the companies in the name of these kinds of projects. So absolutely not right. And don't give your kids spirulina. Give the natural proteinaceous materials, and we really don't need too much protein.
Yes, sir.
And special kids who need some proteins, we can as well supply through this. And our 5 siridhanyas, especially foxtail millet and barnyard millet, they have wonderful protein. And the proso millet, which is actually a neutral millet, also has got high amount of protein. So you can start eating these things.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. The next question. Now, due to lockdown, many children, students, and young working people are spending more screen time for online class, work from home, online assignments. Does this have any long-term effects? If so, what's the best way to take care of our eyes?
Actually, it's not going to have long-term effects. It's going to have mid-term effects only. It's not going to be long time. The kids are going to be affected. They are going to be affected very soon, in a matter of a year or two. It's not that after a long time. It's wrong thing to do this online thing. I see, everyone should not be exposed to this smartphones and TVs. Absolutely not more than an hour or two. That should be your period. So in this name of lockdown and online classes, it looks fashionable, and it's not right according to me. it's not going to be the right way, and the government should not encourage this. And parents especially should, especially if your kids are small, first standard, second standard, just please abscond from these classes. Very simple. Though it looks awkward when for me to say, it's better not to have these classes because you can teach them. Anyway, you're also locked down. You teach them what is there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Next question. My daughter not getting periods unless taking allopathy medicine, allopathy
And
hormone
yeah,
tablet for last 8 years.
I do want to comment on this online classes. How many people have access to this online classes? How can government say this is right? How many kids do not have a meal to eat in the villages? And then all these guys are talking about online classes. What nonsense are these people talking? See, it's a once in a 100 years situation we have come, lockdown. No, just keep quiet, enjoy yourself, do the right things. And why, even if 1 year goes away for all the kids, everyone has the same problem. So there is nothing to worry about. So I think government and all these teachers, all these schools should just relax, don't get excited, because they're all thinking in terms of money. This online business is growing. So please discourage yourself from these online businesses and online classes and all this.
True, sir. Okay, sir. Next question.
Including our webinars.
My daughter not getting periods unless taking allopathy hormone tablet for the last 8 years. Kindly give some solution.
Absolutely. You need to follow that hormone imbalance protocol. Many girls, hundreds and hundreds have got. It's a matter of 1 year to 2 years. Everything will fall in place.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Next
they have to go for long walks, long walks. Because many people do the protocol, but forget long walks. Especially infertility and hormone imbalance issues, you need a long walk. Say 1 hour, 2 hours daily you should walk.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Next, I have IBD for small intestine. Operated, biopsy report came, second stage cancer. I took chemo 6 cycles. After 6 months, again tumor came. Biopsy report, metastatic cancer came. What should I take? How I have to take for both diseases? Please guide me.
No, just take intestinal cancer protocol. Things should be.
One second.
Okay. Intestinal protocols. Yeah.
Sir, 1 second, sir.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, 1 minute, sir. Yeah. This question is from US living person. A 3-year-old boy developed white patches on his both underarms and sensitive parts turned white. So doctor confirmed as vitiligo and suggested to apply ointment Protopic 0.03% ointment. After using for 1 month, since there is no effect, they change it to Protopic 0.01%. Will it have any side effects? They just
of course, it's a basic. Yeah, it may not show immediate side effects, but over a period of 3 to 4 years, it will have. Ask them to shift to the skin protocol, which is very comfortable, and people are getting many are getting better.
Yes, sir. They are asking that since they are in US and not getting all the leaves for kashayams, they are using only mint and coriander. Is it fine? Will it be cured? Sir?
No, but they need to follow the protocol. They have to make efforts to get everything in place.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Next question.
And especially in America, they eat so many junk food, whether you like it or not. So they have to be following the protocol strictly is a must. Yeah. But in America, actually, I have seen there is no dearth for herbs. They have to make an effort to go and collect them from nurseries and start growing.
True, sir. That's true. Next, what is the protocol for addiction in Canada? Maple leaf decoction is equivalent of which leaf in the protocol? In Canada, we have pear fruit tree. Can we have its leaf decoction?
Actually, in Canada, they also have got apple trees. Apple also is very good. That leaves, apple leaves.
Oh, okay.
Apple also grows there, and strawberries leaves are very good for anti-addiction. Strawberry grows well. There are a lot of strawberry farms. Strawberry leaves are good. Maple leaves are good. Pear fruit leaves are very good. And of course, coriander, I'm sure they get. And dillweed they can grow in their house. Yeah, all these are very good. And of course, they Pongamia is not there, but there is a live oak tree. Live oak. That's a very good for de-addiction.
Okay. Sir, please guide me about Kangen water machine. I have seen many people saying their diseases is cured by this water.
I personally want to stay away from it. We only need copper plate and the structured water. We don't need any such artificial water stuff. We just get water and then clean with copper plate. That would suffice for many of our problems. Absolutely.
Okay, sir. Next question.
No, lot of things. As I told you, see, many dietary corrections do yield some good results for temporarily for many diseases. See, many people have lost weight by eating lot of meat and fat for some time. But then after some time, they end up in different kind of conditions. So what we are talking is complete health and for lifelong.
Yes, sir. Correct. Thank you, sir. Next question. A family have 2 kids, 5 years and 10 years old. They have developed gray hair. When they cross-verified, it's in their heredity. They started our lifestyle, but their question is, since it is hereditary, can it be cured for those kids?
Absolutely. As we have explained and talked about this hereditary problem many times, it's a matter of 7 years. And if not 9 years, the energy dimension, if it is to be corrected, it's a matter of 9 years.
Okay.
Ask them to, what are the age of kids?
5 and 10, sir.
No problem at all. By the time they're 15, 17, they should be fine.
Okay. That's fine. Thank you, sir. Next question. Suffering from LADA, latent autoimmune diabetes, also called type 1.5 diabetes.
Yeah.
I never heard, sir.
Yeah, I know. All diabetes, absolutely no problem. Follow the same protocol. For kids, you may have to give the oils regularly. Morning, Niger seed oil, coconut oil, and groundnut oil, week after week. For juvenile and type 1.5, type 1.8.
Yes,
These are funny fellows. Anyway, nothing to
What
worry.
about for elders, sir? They need to take
Elders, oil may not be necessary. Once in a while, taking oil and then cleaning your mouth with oil pulling is good, advised. But type 2 diabetes, just by eating sirdhanya, they get. So, type 1, we need to go a mile extra. That's it.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Now I will hand over.
And if they're getting good Ghani bull-driven oils,
yes,
once in a while, drinking 2-3 spoons is okay, even for the regular diabetic patients. Okay. It's not a must, but yeah.
Okay, sir. Now I will hand over to Vamsi Krishna Garu. He will ask the question. Vamsi Garu, over to you.
Hello.
Go ahead, Vamsi. How are you?
Good. Fine, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Yeah. So what is?
You leave the microphone. Just leave it.
Okay. Sir.
Talk. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it fine, sir?
Yeah, it's fine. You should hold it only. Things are different. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. So, what is the quantity of pulses has to be taken by a person in a day?
Half fistful.
Half fistful, sir. Okay.
That's it.
So,
Any kind of
like
lentils,
dals.
yeah, whatever. But
ఏంటి
don't eat all of them. Each one half fistful.
ఇది ఎక్కరా
No, it's not.
చిన్న
Yeah.
ఉన్నా కదా
Yeah.
Yeah. Next, what is the importance of pickles in our regular life?
Yeah, actually, I think in conversation with Dr. Sarala, we had released a simple video recently.
Yeah. Yes.
Please go through that. We have talked all in length about it.
Yeah. Regarding pickles, sir, can a cancer patient and CKD patient take pickles, sir?
Yeah, in moderation. Yes, if they are made with bull-driven ghana oils.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Because I don't want people to go and start eating the pickles supplied in the market in plastic dabbas.
Yes.
Yeah, if you have made pickles in your own house with your hands and with bull-driven ghana oils, please, and of course, pickles have to be eaten in moderation, which we have told you. Let them go through the video.
Yeah.
I hope
We
you
will
have the video.
Yeah. We will share, sir.
Yes.
And nowadays, doctors are suggesting vitamin supplements. Does it really
It's a
help,
bogus.
sir?
It's an economic scam. Don't ever think any supplement will help you. It may look like it is helping you for a temporary period, but it's going to cause troubles for a longer period. Please resist yourself from taking any supplements. Try to learn the right food practices for your kind of condition. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Next, why do we need to take oils on empty stomach? What are the benefits we will get?
Yeah, oils are pretty important. As I keep telling you,
Hello?
that there are a lot of organs in our body which are made of oils, like liver, spleen, kidney, and even brain and nerves. So you got to keep replenishing them, and so the right materials are the right natural oils. That's why we keep telling bull-driven ghana oils are the real things, and don't take these refined oils. They are all diesel industry mineral oils which are not good for you. That is the reason why you do need oils. Old people also need to take oils, and 2 to 3 spoons per day is very, very important, whether you are young or old. And if you are young, you may need to take little more. And that's why we
Yes.
keep telling all the kids, keep eating sesame seed laddu, coconut burfi, and then groundnut chicky. All these things are important for growing kids, especially till the age of 20-25. You can eat fistful of these kinds of things regularly. And if you're old, like 40-45 years above age, then you want to be in moderation. You can eat once a week puris or once a week bonda, not on a daily basis. All these things we have discussed in our lifestyle. Yes.
Yes.
Oils are very important, and never ever stop taking oils. Even if you're 100-year-old, you do need oils. And many people say, oh, no oil. That's not right. We need oils.
Thank you. And next, nowadays many are complaining about sleeplessness or insomnia. How to overcome this?
What is that?
Nowadays many are complaining about sleeplessness or
Ah,
insomnia.
Yeah, insomnia. We have actually got a protocol for insomnia. Basically,
Yes.
you need to make your room dark, pitch dark, and then walk evening time for 1.5 hours or so, and then have banana, organic banana, cut into pieces along with the peel, boil over for 15 minutes, and then drink the juice every day in the night. Within 3 to 4 weeks, you will fall very good. You will start sleeping well. And little millet and kodo millet are very good for this. And there is another fruit called passion fruit. That juice also gives you very good results. I have mentioned it in the booklet.
Okay. And next, few are asking why dry fruits are not allowed in our lifestyles.
No, if you have dried yourself the fruits, then it's okay. I don't want people. No, I never said dry fruits are the dry fruits like you are talking about kismis, badam, and godambi, all these almonds and cashew nuts. They're all processed, and then they're rid with chemicals. You can actually keep this almond and cashew nut and kismis on your table and watch it daily. Not even a single ant comes nearby. So the chemicals that are present there, and as such, you don't need so much calories. The people do not stop eating this cashew nut. They keep hogging a fistful. Then in fact, it is enough calories for a week for you. But then you continue to eat other things also. So that's not the right way to eat. And that's why I keep telling. But if you are in, say, Gulf countries and you go directly, you get the almonds directly without processing, you can certainly eat now and then, no problem at all. Yeah, and if you grow your grapes and then dry them yourself, I have no problem. You eating them.
So that means organic homemade is allowed.
Absolutely. In fact, we get sometimes lot of sapota. We cut it into pieces and dry in the sun and then use it later because we have excess of them. You understand? So
Yes,
you
sir.
do it yourself, fine.
Then it will be fine to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Next question. What is your opinion on hydroponics?
Opinion on
Hydroponics.
hydroponic? Or you
Yes,
mean the plants that are grown on the water?
Without soil, like
Yeah,
that.
I don't think it's I don't think it's natural because you have to supply the chemicals through water. There are a lot of salts and all these things. So personally, I don't encourage anyone to eat those things. Without soil, you cannot have food grown properly.
Yes.
It's actually all business models, you know. They want to sell their plastics. They want to sell their all this. It's a hangama.
Yes. Next, for weight loss and weight gain,
You see,
we have
why are these guys talking about hydroponics? Why don't they encourage a few farmers and then give little more money to them and eat well?
True, sir.
It's all the policies, you know. These government fellows cook up these schemes so that they make a lot of money, kickbacks and all that. I mean, it's as simple as that.
Yes, sir. Now, these days, Nawara rice, Rajmuri rice, and black rice are getting
All
popular.
rice are negative grains. Just forget about it. People are getting confused. No red rice, no organic rice, no nothing. All that is put together is a bunch of nonsense. You are all going to be glucose imbalanced. Period. No discussion there.
Yes. And they are spreading it has fiber and cure diseases nowadays.
Absolutely not. You see, the best fiber carbohydrate ratio is available only in these 5 grains.
Yes.
Nothing else. Nothing else. Including finger millet doesn't have this wonderful ratio. So even finger millet cannot compete. Many people think ragi is good. Ragi is good. No way. No way nearby this. Yes.
Next, thank you, sir.
Yeah, you have no problems, no diseases. Then you can partake the neutral millets. No problem with that. But then if you are sick, you have any problem, either BP, thyroid, this and that, never ever go beyond these 5 grains, positive millets, positive grains, siridhanya, nothing else. Yeah, we need to come up, future generations might make this 5 positive grains to maybe 10 positive grains. They need to do research in that direction.
True, sir.
Is
ఇక్కడ
5
ఎట్లా
years?
15 పావులు 10 రూపాయలకి
1 minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, 5 years బాబుకి స్పైనల్ మస్కులర్ ఎస్ట్రోఫీ. అతనికి ఏ ప్రోటోకాల్ సజెస్ట్ చేయాలి? ఆ ప్రోటోకాల్ మన లైఫ్ స్టైల్ వాడటం వల్ల అతనికి క్యూర్ అయ్యే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయా?
Absolutely, there is a very good possibility. Please try. Muscular dystrophy protocol is there. We have released rare diseases protocol, no? Some 5 protocol.
Yeah. 5 or 6 PDF is there.
Yes.
Next, why we should not use paneer and cheese?
Paneer, no. Cheese, the real cheese is okay actually. Cheese is something which is fermented over a period of time. In fact, cheese is actually a fermented product. 1 year, 1.5 years they ferment actually. So if you are, but what is presently available in the market, cheese is absolute bogus. It is artificially made. So the cheese that you are getting is all done in 5 hours. So I don't think there is any fermentation process there. So you don't want, if you can make cheese by yourself, like Italians make Parmesan cheese and cheddar cheese, you know, each locality. In fact, it starts from the animal drinking the particular kind of grass, because that particular grass harbors particular microbes. So they ferment it through for a year. In fact, they have a very strict protocols to make cheese. So that kind of real cheese is okay. I have no problem with that, because it is fermented product of milk. Absolutely no problem. Just like curds. Curds, we are fermenting it overnight. The lactobacillus does the trick. You understand? But paneer, it is just coagulating the protein and then the stuff, you know, by adding lemon juice or vinegar or some sour material, or renin, renin, some artificial things. So paneer, absolute no. Cheese, just like dry fruits, you know, what is present available is not right. But cheese by itself, by naturally made cheeses, they're good. Okay, good to go. You want to be sure that you are making your cheese organically and naturally. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for valuable suggestions. I will hand over to Ms. Padmaja.
Yes.
Thank you, Vamsi. Sir, can we take a few questions from few members?
Yeah, you please
Okay,
monitor.
sir.
You see, the problem with people is they tend to enter into personal discussions, like as if I have to take their case. Oh, this happened, that happened, that happened. So it becomes not good for all the others who are watching.
Yes, sir.
And I don't like to discuss a case in public.
Okay, sir.
That's why we keep telling, take an appointment, come and we sit and discuss. It should be private. So, but patients in their anxiety end up asking all those things, and which is not comfortable for me or for the patient himself. They will realize later. So that should not happen. It should be a question. Yeah.
Yes,
Monitor,
sir.
please.
Yeah, 1 minute.
హలో హలో
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
హలో సార్
Yes.
హలో
Please go ahead.
Please
Hello.
ask your question, sir, please.
సార్ గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్.
Good evening.
సార్ నేను తెలుగులో మాట్లాడతాను.
చెప్పండి, పర్వాలేదు.
సార్ ఇది మా అబ్బాయి 2 సంవత్సరాలు.
Yeah, go ahead,
హలో.
please.
అయితే మా అబ్బాయికి రోజు సిరిధాన్యాలు తినబెడుతున్నాము. అతిబల్ల కషాయం దాయిపోయచ్చా అండి?
ఓ, ఖండితంగా. ఎంత వయసు?
2 సంవత్సరాలు. మీరు నిజామాబాద్కి వచ్చారు కదా, నేను చెప్పాను ఆ రోజు.
ఇవ్వండి ప్లీజ్. అతిబల కషాయం చాలా మంచిది పిల్లలకి.
మా ఇంటి పక్కన చాలా ఉన్నాయి, నేను రోజు
మంచిదండి.
తాగుతున్నాను.
వారంలో 2 రోజులు 3 రోజులు ఇవ్వండి. రోజు ఇవ్వకండి. ఒక వారం ఇచ్చి ఆఫ్ చేసి మళ్ళా తర్వాత ఎప్పుడైనా వారం ఇవ్వండి. ఫాలో ద రూల్స్.
అదే. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
హలో సార్,
చెప్పండి.
సార్ నేను రాజేష్ బాబు అండి, బెంగళూరు నుంచి. సార్
చెప్పండి
సార్, నా కూతురికి 5 years 9 months సార్. 2 months బ్యాక్ type 1 డయాబెటీస్ డయాగ్నోస్ చేసి చెప్పారు. సో ఇన్సులిన్ ఇస్తున్నాం సార్, 4 times ఉంది.
పర్వాలేదు. పద్మజ గారిని అడిగి ఆ ప్రోటోకాల్ తీసుకొని ఫాలో కండి. ఒక 6 నెలల నుంచి సంవత్సరం లోపు తగ్గిపోతూ వస్తుంది. మీకు మంచి గానా ఆయిల్స్ కావాలి, బుల్ డ్రివన్ గానా ఆయిల్స్.
ఓకే సార్.
పద్మజ గారిని అడగండి. యాక్చువల్లీ మైసూర్లో దొరుకుతాయి. ఇక్కడ మా ఇంటి పక్కనే క్లినిక్ పక్కనే ఒక షాప్ ఉంది, మంచి ఆయిల్స్ ఇస్తారు. బెంగళూరులో కూడా దొరికితే తీసుకోండి
సార్. యాక్చువల్ గా 1 month నుంచి మిల్లెట్స్ ఇస్తున్నాం సార్. యాక్చువల్ షుగర్ లెవెల్స్ కంట్రోల్లో వచ్చినాయి ఇప్పుడు.
ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ టైం. 2-3 years లో పూర్తిగా క్లియర్ అవుతుంది. నెలలో మీకు కంట్రోల్ అయ్యేది చాలా ఈజీ, బట్ వీ నీడ్ టు రిప్లెనిష్ హర్ ప్యాంక్రియాస్. అంటే అమ్మాయికి అంతకే ఇన్సులిన్ చేసుకునేంత స్టేజ్ కి రావాలంటే 2-3 సంవత్సరాలు అవుతుంది.
yes sir, but it will be curable no sir?
Hello.
Absolutely. చాలా మంది బాగు చేసుకున్నారు.
Yes, sir.
చాలా మంది బాగా చేసుకున్నారు.
Hello.
Don't worry.
హలో
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 చెప్పండి.
హలో
హలో
నమస్తే
సార్ ఇది
హలో సార్,
యా గో హెడ్.
నమస్తే అండి. నా పేరు భరద్వాజ్, నేను తెలుగులో మాట్లాడుతాను.
చాలా లోగా ఉంది వాయిస్.
నా పేరు భరద్వాజ్ అండి. నమస్తే. నేను యాక్చువల్గా డయాలసిస్కి వెళ్తున్నాను, కిడ్నీ పేషెంట్ని.
అర్థమైంది.
నాకు ఎటువంటి షుగరు బీపీ లేదు. యూరిన్ ట్రాక్ ఇన్ఫెక్షన్ వచ్చి దాని నుంచి కిడ్నీ ఇన్ఫెక్షన్ వచ్చింది. నేను మీకు 4 నెలల నుంచి 4 మంత్స్ నుంచి డయాలసిస్ నడుస్తుంది. 5 మంత్స్ నుంచి మన కషాయాలు అవన్నీ తీసుకుంటున్నాను. అండ్
మొదలు పెట్టారు.
అంబలి కూడా అవును సార్, 4 మంత్స్ నుంచి అంబలి కూడా మొదలు పెట్టాను. కానీ
డయాలిసిస్ పేషెంట్లు ఒక 9 వారాలు చెప్పేది విను, పూర్తిగా అంబలి మీద ఉండాలి.
ఓకే, అంబలి మీద ఉన్నా సార్.
లేదు, మీకు ఇడ్లీలు, దోశలు, బియ్యము, రొట్టెలు ఏమీ తినకూడదు.
ఓకే,
3 పూట్ల కాదు, నీకు ఆకలి అయినప్పుడంతా అంబలిలోనే ఉంది.
ఓకే అండి.
అలా మొదటి 9 వారాలు చేసిన తర్వాత మీరు మెల్లిగా ఇడ్లీలు, దోశలు మొదలు పెట్టచ్చు. దెన్ ఇన్ ఎ మ్యాటర్ ఆఫ్ 6 months to 8 months you will try to get out of your dialysis also.
ఓకే సార్. సార్
ఫ్రూట్స్ అప్పుడప్పుడు తినొచ్చు, ఏమి ఇబ్బంది.
ఓకే,
పల్సెస్ చాలా కంట్రోల్ ఉండాలి, మీకు ఇబ్బంది అవుతుంది. అతి తక్కువగా వాడండి.
సార్ ఒక్క నిమిషం ఉండండి సార్, నేను మిమ్మల్ని అన్మ్యూట్ చేస్తాను. సార్ 1 minute సార్, నేనే ఓకే సార్. నెక్స్ట్ వాజిద్, please ask your question.
Okay. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I first initially started with the IBS protocol for diarrhea.
Yes.
And then because I have ankylosing spondylitis also, so then I shifted to ankylosing spondylitis. But last 15 days, I don't know what has happened to the system. Something's gone very bad, and severe loose motions and burning sensation and lot of acid reflux type of thing, burping and all that is happening. So should I shift back to the IBS protocol, or what should I do?
Yeah,
sir?
please do shift back to IBS protocol.
But then would that help in my AS protocol also?
No problem. See, I think something has gone wrong. Some infection has happened. I think a water infection or some greens you have eaten somewhere, some bacterial infection has happened. So get back to ambali.
Sir, I'm doing ambali from December onwards.
Yeah, so ambali. Yeah, just get back for a few weeks to IBS
protocol.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
1 minute. Next question. Not getting who is.
So Sharma wants to ask a question.
Yeah. Sharma, please ask your question.
Much for allowing me.
Sharma.
I am Sharma. Thank you very much for allowing me to ask question. Khadar Vali sir, many namaskarams to you. And the actual situation is my close relative is suffering from cancer.
Yes.
And basically we tried to get you on phone to take appointment. We could not get it. His thyroid was operated a few months back, maybe 2-3 months back.
Yes.
If you, I wanted him. They said it is some 4th stage, something like that. So got operated, and a lump on the right side of the thyroid, this one, it is removed in the operation. And this is here in Hyderabad in Basavatarakam Hospital. So yeah, we know something. We are following you since some time, and I wanted them to appraise about your way of food habits, etc. And your advice is required to pull him out of danger. So is it what I have to do? I don't know. That's why I'm trying to speak to you.
Yeah, basically, you have a PDF protocol on thyroid cancer. That particular kashayams and food practices will start helping him immediately.
Okay.
You have the PDF. Please get it from Padmaja. You can start doing it tomorrow itself. Even if you are in the hospital, you can follow the protocols. It's
Yes,
food.
sir, I will send them, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We wanted to bring him for your personal interview. Can you give
A person, sir? No, sir. I cannot give it. You have to get appointment on. Yeah. Please inform her. Inform them.
Okay.
This is what
please
actually.
don't ask for appointments and all in the live session, please. It's a request for the members, please.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for that.
No problem. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Next question.
Padmaja, this is what I was afraid of. See, everyone, it becomes personal, and that's not right
Yes, sir.
for this kind
Yes.
of platform.
Yes, sir. Shall we stop our?
Yeah, no, you keep requesting. So we do want to interact with people, and that's the whole idea of this interaction session. So, but
Yes,
we need to follow certain guidelines when we do this.
Can you guide us later, at least?
Yeah, please join in our group, sir. Link has given in chat section.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, the Padmaja and the group can guide you what to do, what not to do.
Thank you. Kind of you, really.
Please, Ramchandran Garu, please ask your question.
Yes. So, good evening, sir. Namaskara, sir.
Namaskaram, Andi. Pavanara?
Yes, sir. From Pune,
Go ahead,
sir.
from Pune, I know.
Yes. Yeah. Sir, one question I want to ask about the relation between your protocols and the Ayurveda. Okay. So the question is, according to Ayurveda, every person has to have an individualized diet in the sense that according to the Prakriti, like whatever is Prakriti, Vat, Pitta, Dosha, that way. Whereas our diet is universal. And, you have to just follow the protocol and it gives excellent results. I just want to know, is there any contradiction between Ayurveda and this?
Actually, there is no contradiction at all. There is no
that's what I wanted to clarify with you.
Yeah, basically, see, the problem with Ayurveda present doctors they're actually trying to commercialize things.
Okay.
And that is the danger when someone is trying to interpret the knowledge into a box, into a groups, and then trying to say this is this, this is that, and their role is very important.
Okay.
But the difference between me and all others is I am trying to make the knowledge available for everyone.
Right.
So we want to remove this. This is the difference. And so, but I have not even a single moment try to differ or distant away from the principles of Ayurveda. In fact, that is the only reason why we actually do not mix kashayams also. We want everything to be separately taken because that is the fundamental principle of Ayurveda. You have to do things at a time, not mix everything. And a lot of things are done like that. So I have 99% of the time we follow the Ayurvedic principles. But I'm not saying Pitta, Vitta, Kata, Vasha, Kapha, all that. See, that is a jargons for the
Ayurvedic doctor.
Yeah, the Ayurvedic. See, I cannot explain what is Pitta, what is Kapha, what is this, and then try to translate into common man who is an auto driver. See, I need to educate him for 6 years. What is, you see the point? So that is the difference. And we need to reach the common man.
Correct. Right.
So the protocols do give good result because we are following the rules. And for each condition, for a common man to decipher, we have made this kind of list. And inherently, every protocol is following the Ayurvedic principles to the core. Let me tell you, to the core. And there are a lot of differences. See, many Ayurvedic Pandits say you have to eat food fresh. The fermentation processes people have forgotten, which is very important thing, because the microbial imbalance that is found nowadays is enormous. In fact, it is to be replenished. So the moment I say Ambali, people all say, no, that is not according to Ayurveda. I am 100% sure it is one of the most important ingredients for food practices. It has been practiced from time immemorial. Even before Ayurveda came to existence, the earlier generations have followed the Ambali. So that is the kind of information we are trying to pass on. See, I have been, and we have had excellent results with Ambali. I mean, incredible wellness you start seeing. I hope you understand the points.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Yeah, I understood, sir. Thank you so much for that, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir. The next question.
Yeah, we
Shravya
were
Madhukar.
just about actually just bring him back on.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, I'm back.
Yeah, once these things, this Corona hangama settles down, I will come and visit you fellows.
Please, we are waiting for you, sir. Waiting. We have
Yeah.
missed out, sir. We got missed out.
Let this,
Yes,
2-3 months subside and wait.
And I have a lot of things to share with you, sir. I'm looking forward to your trip, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this is the kind of questions we need to discuss on this kind of platforms, you see.
Yes, sir.
Because see, kashayams, see, all these days no one talked about kashayams. Still I came to the picture and then started discussing about it. Now people are talking this mix sunti and this and that and all that mixtures and all immunity, which we have told in January, our first video in January about Corona. First one who told about immunity is Dr. Khadar. Only now people are talking about immunity after 7 months.
True, sir, true.
Correct. Yes.
Thank you so much, sir.
So there's just one last question, sir. Sorry, one last question, sir.
Yeah,
Can I
please.
ask one question? Yeah, sir, I wanted to know, can a healthy person have kashayams 3 times a day, like apart from empty stomach in the morning?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect, sir. Perfect. Thank you so much for that, sir. Thank you.
I do drink 2 times a day, morning once
great.
and evening once.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for everything. We are looking forward to you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Next question from Shravya Madhipalli. Shravya, please ask your question.
Hello, Dr. Khadar, sir. I'm from California, US. So my husband's actually has psoriasis, which we just realized last year. So my father-in-law had sarcoidosis. It is autoimmune as well. So they said it might be because of gene that he has this. But because of my parents, we've been following Ayurveda. And they're like not too complicated of medicines because he's on a mild side, but they told not to eat a lot of things like no sour food, no fermented food, no tamarind and all this stuff. So I wanted to understand, I really love your work, by the way, and I'm spreading it to all my friends, but I wanted to understand exactly the same question, the previous question. How much can we do like both of them? Because my husband's kind of frustrated with all these restrictions. So
no, actually, there is no restriction. Follow the skin protocol, and you can even eat pickles if you are making at your home. Absolutely no problem. We have hundreds of this eczema, psoriasis, ichthyosis cases cured following the protocol on skin diseases. Very simple. No restrictions. In fact, that is the beauty of Siridhanya. It doesn't restrict anything. In fact, it encourages you to eat diversified foods and in diversified recipes, but use the natural materials, as simple as that. So you can use bull ghani driven oils and happily let your husband not be deprived of anything. Absolutely. Everything can be eaten in moderation. Please stop all those restrictions. That's what I keep telling people. Yeah. See, God has given us, even if he has given diseases, he has given us procedures to come out of it very happily. Absolutely.
Okay, one more important question.
You have the PDF?
All my friends.
Do you have the PDF?
Yes, I have the PDF. Yes.
Just follow that simply.
Bermuda grass.
And you have the millet magic. Make all the wonderful recipes.
I just got palm jaggery for sesame laddu and all that.
Absolute. Yeah. And sesame oil, bull-driven guana oils are important for psoriasis condition. Yeah.
Sure, sir. And one more important question. Everyone here is addicted to caffeine, and they keep saying we are not using milk.
Caffeine itself is bad, you know.
Yeah. Can you please tell one bad reason, like, so that I can educate them and they are being
Live oak is available in California. It's a very good decoction to get you out of these addictions. Live oak, pine needles. Pine needles, of course, California you don't get, but if you search in the nurseries, you will get it. I have actually seen them in nurseries, especially December time. They sell that Christmas tree. Along with it, if you go to nurseries, they will give you pine trees also if you ask for that. These two, and of course, you have your giloy leaves are very good for de-addiction. Giloy.
So yes, sir. Yeah. So what does caffeine does to you, sir? What can I tell them that is bad for you?
It's a half an hour session again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, caffeine is basically an alkaloid which actually dysfunctions your nervous system. In the primary action, it seems to excite you, and by driving you nuts, it gives you a lot of pleasure. And then secondary and tertiary reactions, your nerves get dysfunctional and you start becoming weak, and you become addicted. And again, you want to dose yourself with another amount of caffeine, and that's what the nature of these alkaloids are. And caffeine is a very bad stuff for you. And many of these industrial food cultural scientists keep saying coffee is good for you, this is nice, all that is absolutely not true. It is an addictive system, and you will end up your nerves being completely dysfunctional. And most importantly, caffeine addicts have always got the problem of urine dysfunction. They cannot hold their urine. They keep going to urination. All these things are very well recorded in the medical records. So please do avoid caffeine. And to de-addict yourself, I have indicated the decoctions present in your part of the world. Please follow that. And of course, Siridhanya based food is universal for all the people.
Yes, sir. So we are going to close the session, sir.
Thank you.
Before going to close the session,
yeah, I am getting hungry.
Before going to close the session, I would like to thank Dr. Khadar sir for continuous support and help time to time. Without that, we would not be running multiple